Hello and welcome to FSM News. I'm Charlotte Agnew.
And I'm Joshua Patterson. FSM News is a product of Free Spirit Media, which is a nonprofit organization that empowers youth voice.
FSM News.
Many seniors have or will soon receive their college acceptance letters. This is a huge accomplishment, but getting into college is half the battle.
Paying for it can be another hassle. Deja Posey reminds students to complete the free application for federal student aid, commonly known as the FAFSA.
Many students fill out financial aid to limit the cost of college.
Financial aid is lots of different types of money that students are getting to go to college. It can come in grants, it can come in the form of loans, they could also be scholarships.
Some students think that the process is easy.
Pretty simple process in my opinion. You just pretty much have to fill out an application and add your parents' tax information and things like that.
A lot of people say it's a very, very difficult process and you must pay close attention to it.
If you plan on going to college, most likely you're not going to want to pay for it out of your own pocket. For many seniors, financial aid is a gateway to success.
I'm an independent type of person, so it'll be kind of hard for me to pay off my fees and books and everything, as well as getting my classes. So I think it'll make a big impact on me for my financial aid.
Instead of worrying about the application process, students should focus on meeting the deadlines.
Students can start to apply on January 1st, and the sooner they apply, the better. Because then their name goes in the hat sooner for the government to give them money. So if they wait until later in the game, then there's a good chance that they're going to get less aid.
So if there are any college-bound seniors who haven't completed the application by now, they should do so immediately. Reporting for FSM News, I'm Deja Posey.
It's not too late to apply for your financial aid. You can go to www.fafsa.ed.gov right now.
Coming up, we bring awareness to another important topic and show you why the HIV and AIDS epidemic is not just an adult issue.
Stay with us. Just close your eyes, the sun is going down.
You know, Charlotte, you are a really good singer. Have you ever thought about becoming a singer in real life?
You said you need something to loosen up your voice?
Yeah.
To help you sing better?
Yeah.
I got that perfect thing. All you gotta do is take half of this before you sing, and you'll sing perfect.
Charlotte? Can you sing for me now?
Yeah, I could.
HIV and AIDS hit the African American community hard.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention reports that African Americans are the racial group most affected by the disease.
One health center tries to prevent the youth from making a life-changing mistake.
While African Americans make up only 14% of the population, they account for nearly half of the new HIV infections each year in the U.S. These infections include the youth.
We have probably had at least 3 teens in 2011 here in our clinic here. Because our high schools are having more HIV in the high schools, and usually during the teen years is when people first start experimenting with sex. So we are seeing more teens positive today than we did probably 5 years ago.
Being young with HIV can be shocking and hard to handle.
They just need to learn that they have to live with this for 20, 30, 40 years. You know, starting meds at 16 to 60 is a long time.
What I like to do is to try to get the word out there to especially let a lot of the young people who I guess you could say don't believe fat meat is greasy, that they should, if they're going to have sex, to use protection.
She's lived with AIDS for 20 years.
I was at the time trying to get pregnant, and I went to the doctor's office and they ran some tests on me. Found out that I was not HIV positive, that I was AIDS.
As AIDS transmissions increase, so does prevention efforts. Advocates believe that learning about sex at an early age and getting tested may help.
Told one young man at 16 he was positive. 2 months later, he got his sex education class. So it's a little late.
I think it's good to be upfront with someone to ask them if they've been tested or go and get tested together.
We believe that when someone knows their status, they're less likely to spread the virus and live safer.
Reporting for FSM News, I am Chantel Jefferson.
The Gary Comer Youth Center has a variety of programs for students, but there is one particular that turns elementary girls into young businesswomen.
Some participants have managerial experience and they aren't even old enough to apply for a job. Check out their story.
If you recently visit the Gary Comer Youth Center, you may have seen some little ladies selling green goodies. They were employees at Nia's Place, a program for 5th through 8th grade youth.
Today is Nia's Place themed St. Patrick's Day sale, so we're selling ice cream sandwiches, shoestrings, glasses. Today I'm the store manager, so that's basically consisting of counting the money and making sure that all the merchandise is right.
I'm the assistant manager. I recount the money and I make sure everybody's doing their job.
These big titles bring even bigger responsibility.
Hectic sometimes, but it's a lot of fun.
This week's Nia Place features items for St. Patrick's Day, but the store value runs much deeper than that.
Well, I've learned that I should always budget my money, and whenever I have employees working with me, I should make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I've learned how to work well with others, how to manage things, make sure everything is running. It's teaching them how to take ideas and talents and gifts that they may say that this is just a hobby and actually see that they can market off of them.
Understanding business keeps the girls focused on their future.
Like if I want to be a fashion designer and I want my own store, it teaches me like how to run my own store.
If you want to join Nia's Place, visit the center on 7200 South Ingleside Avenue or go to www.gcychome.org. Reporting for FSM News, I'm Marsha Lang.
When we come back, we get ready for spring break.
We also show you how to express yourself.
Welcome back. We hope you have enjoyed our show so far. Thanks for staying with us.
Chicago experienced record high temperatures recently. It's just in time for spring break. Charlotte, do you have any plans?
Well, I'm probably just gonna sleep. Let's see what everyone else is doing.
I plan on going to Las Vegas, see my friends, cousins.
Probably go to my dad's house and just hang out with my dad.
To relax, chill, sit back, and do it.
When I went to California to chill out with my friends, had a little spring break party.
When I was downtown and to the beach with all my friends. When I went to Paris.
I want my dream spring break to be like me going out of the country or something.
Just being with my family.
I never had a worse spring break.
When I was on punishment because my mom was being difficult, so I couldn't do nothing. When I got lost downtown and I didn't know where to go. I failed at a stairs at the water tower.
Well, it's time for us to wrap up this week's newscast, but we'll be back next week with more news and PSAs.
Until then, check us out on Facebook. Search FSM News.
You can also find us on ABC7 Chicago's website in the community section. Have a good weekend.
Free Spirit Media partners with schools and organizations to provide education, access, and opportunity in media production to underserved urban youth. Through hands-on production of their own media content, participants build life skills in communication, critical and independent thinking, teamwork, and the use of technology. Believing that youth perspectives are a critical element of American culture, Free Spirit Media actively distributes student work to a range of audiences. Participants' dreams and aspirations grow, and in turn, their voices and visions benefit our society.